was a third-year engineering student, like many of you possibly are, was living in Delhi, and then suddenly decided one day that he didn't want to do engineering anymore because his first love was theatre. He had never held a cricket bat in his life, but yet today is playing the role of arguably the greatest cricketer that India has produced in recent times in one-day cricket. Please welcome Sushant Singh Rajput. Okay, we're going to try and ask him a few questions. We're going to get some of you on stage also to play cricket with him. But before that, let me ask you the simple questions first, Sushant. You told me that you've never held a cricket bat in your life. You've never played cricket.
Right.
And yet someone who has never played cricket is chosen to do a biopic on Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Why did they choose Sushant Singh Rajput to play Mahendra Singh Dhoni?
I have no idea. I just met the director of the film, Neeraj Pandey, for exactly 20 minutes. And I don't know what he thought about me. He just said that, okay, you are hired, and now for next 12, 13 months, you just have to become Dhoni, and that was it.
Your hairstyle is not like Dhoni.
Not anymore, because I've done a film in between.
What did you have to do? What did you have to do to make yourself Mahendra Singh Dhoni? Tell us the three things you did to make yourself look and feel like Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
See, as an actor, the first and foremost thing that we need to do is to can we stop that whistle, please?
Can we?
What are we supposed to do?
Okay. Okay, I'm going to request you that we can hear Sushant, so that we'll have enough time for you to actually ask him questions. So let's first listen to him as to what are the three things you did to become Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Yeah, as an actor, I feel the most important thing that we strive to do is to convince ourselves that we are the character. And last 10, 12 years, I've been a big fan of MS Dhoni. So that was tricky because I was a big follower of him. So yeah, the bottom line was complete immersion, watching his videos for like hours and hours to a point that subconsciously I'll pick up few things, nuances. And three, four months into the preparation, people used to say, oh, you know what? You have something in common with Dhoni. And I knew that, okay, I'm going right. And then, of course, understanding the intent of the film, understanding the most difficult thing was to understand why is he the way he is. I mean, like, that's a big question mark. And so we got there, and then as far as cricket is concerned, because I realized very quickly that I could be a good actor in the film, I could play good cricket, but I can still be not convincing if I don't remind you of MS Dhoni. So yeah, Kiran More sir, he trained me for 13 months. And
really?
Yeah, like 5-6 hours every day, and he's a big taskmaster. He would treat you as if you are really a professional cricketer and not an actor.
Okay, I'm going to try and see how good you made the transition. We have a cricket bat somewhere, right?
Do we have
There's a cricket bat somewhere? Is there a cricket bat? I'm going to get a cricket bat for you. Okay, good. I'm going to also call anyone from the audience who knows cricket. Come on in, come. Somebody come. Anybody wants to come. Come on in. Okay. Come on in, come. Okay, I'm going to ask each of you to play the trademark helicopter shot of Dhoni. And then I'm going to get you, Sushant, to show them how it's played. So if any of you know how to play the helicopter shot, do you know how to play the No? Try it. Just try it. Show it to her. Yeah, you've got to. She basically wants you to hold her hand and play the shot with her. That's what it is. The rest is all. Okay, now she's got to do it. Come on. Not so difficult. Very simple. Yeah. Wow, not bad at all. You know, she wants you to practice it with her all through the day, right? That's the idea. But you want a signature on the back? Oh, it's already there. Okay, Rishi, you're from Okay, you're from the same college, Delhi College of Engineering. And you've got to tell this young boy, Rishi, why did you leave engineering to become an actor? Because he wants to do the same, right?
To be very honest, I felt cheated because you know how hard it is, to get into that engineering college. But I felt cheated because there were no girls in the college, man. I'm like, seriously.
No, bad. I need the bad.
Slog for months, and then you're a mechanical engineer, computer. Yeah, so mechanical, right? There are no girls. I felt cheated, so I was like, no, this is not done. And somebody told me that you should go and try and do professional dancing because there you have very good-looking girls. And I started off with dancing, and then I realized, okay, this is something that I really want to do for the rest of my life.
Not bad. Do you want to do a walk? Do you want to show me the Dhoni walk? How do you do the Dhoni walk? Because that's a trademark again of him, particularly walking to the wicket. And you're going to have to walk with Rishi on that. Come on, let's see if the two of you can do that.
Can I have the bat?
Yeah, sure. Rishi, thank you very much. Thanks very much, Rishi. He wants to have a selfie with you. Come on, quickly. He only gets it because they are from the same college. Okay. Now to the two young men, before you all take selfies. Okay, I want to ask you about just how difficult this whole thing has been again. Because I saw you just now play that helicopter shot. Did you actually get Dhoni to help you prepare for it? You said Kiran More helped you. Did Dhoni actually come and tell you, this is how I did it?
No, he didn't. And I was not asking him about any kind of cricketing skills or his mannerisms or something like that. There were only 3 different phases when I met him, when he was free between the series. During that 13, 14 months of preparation. The first time I met him, I just asked him to tell me, what he think about himself, his story, and that was it. The second phase of meetings happened, and I actually came up with 250 hypothetical questions, saying that if this is the situation, how would you react? And they were like multiple choice answers, A, B, C, D. So that's some engineering thing, and so just to understand him better. And then the third phase, when I met him, I was asking him questions vis-a-vis the script, that I know that this event has happened, but what exactly were you thinking at this point of time? Just to understand him better.
The film is presumably about Dhoni, the cricketer. So is there any mention of N. Srinivasan and all the controversies around Dhoni at all?
We just not trying to glorify him. We're not over dramatizing anything. Right from his birth till 2011 World Cup 6 that he hit, we are showing each and everything, and it's just not because he's such a popular captain, he's such a popular cricketer, but there is something very important to say, and we are talking to everybody, and I personally believe in that. We're talking to everybody, no matter which city you're from, no matter what your personal circumstances are, but if you have the ability to dream, and somehow, logically, illogically, if you can convince yourself that it's going to happen, it's just a matter of time.
You know, there's of course the wonderful story which I think you do tell in the film, which is that for a while Mahendra Singh Dhoni was Kharagpur railway station as a ticket collector.
Ticket collector, yes.
So someone who was a ticket collector at Kharagpur railway station, about a year or two later is playing for India.
Right.
5 years later is captaining India.
Yep.
And about 8 years later is winning the World Cup. Do you think that's possible in today's India, in a sense that many people out there, that dream can be lived, that you can be a ticket collector one day at Kharagpur railway station and actually less than 10 years later be captaining India to a World Cup win?
It is possible. Like the way I said, the only thing that we are punctuating is that belief. And it has to be, there is not even an iota of doubt that, okay, if this thing doesn't happen, that is the plan B. There is no plan B. The plan B is to go back to plan A. That is the only thing. And not because you want a certain place in the society or you want people to, you want to earn money. Those things are fine. But the most important thing is that that's the only thing that drives you. That's the only thing that keeps you awake for another 5 minutes in the night and gets you up 5 minutes early in the morning. So that thing, just pursuing with it and not obsessing about the future, not thinking about the past. Right here, right now, I want to do it and I will do it.
You grew up in Patna.
Yes.
Dhoni grew up in Ranchi. If I were to ask you your dream, from the boy who came and did engineering, who decided then to do dancing because that was a way of meeting girls.
Yeah.
Who then went to Bombay, did theatre with Barry John before that. What is your big dream? You know, we had Amitabh Bachchan earlier today here.
Right.
And I often wonder whether any star today thinks of Amitabh Bachchan as the person they'd like to be, or you'd be happier being...
No, this is one thing...
Happier being Shah Rukh, Amir...
Well, you tried...
Salman...
No. Slightly different from... there's only one similarity that when I started off preparing for MS Dhoni is that we have this thing similar. I'm just not obsessed about the future. I don't have goals. I just know that this is, if I'm doing something that I'm really interested in, and to a point that I am there and not, taking myself seriously is the only thing that drives me, Because I'll tell you an example. I was in my 4th grade or 5th grade, and I see this picture of a very fancy car in a magazine. And I thought, okay, one day I'll be so successful that I'm going to buy that car. And then I'll get to know that now I'm successful, I've arrived. And very recently, 2 years back, I actually was buying that car. I couldn't sleep the entire night. I got up in the morning, I bought that car, I went out with my friends, and the second day, I was used to the idea of owning that car. So I felt cheated that I stayed with that dream for 15 years and the dream stayed with me for a day. So it's not important where you arrive, but it's the journey. It's right now, which is very important.
You're talking like Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the philosopher. So you've learned a thing or two from him. Let me ask you a final question. While doing biopics, how much do you actually have to live the character for about a year? You know, if there's a full year, for example, that you're doing this film, does your identity as Sushant Singh Rajput completely somewhere down the line get taken over by your playing the role of Mahendra Singh Dhoni? Did you sort of eat, breathe, live Mahendra Singh Dhoni for 12 months of your life?
Before the start of the first day of the film, I remember there were like 13, 14 months of preparation, and it was slightly a binary state. You know, you identify few traits, few patterns of thinking, and you swing between that and yourself. And that's what you strive for, to be closer to the character and not to yourself. But somehow, I don't know how, but as an actor, somehow, and it actually happened, before the first shot of the first day, I mean, like, you will get to know if I can convince you of that. But in my head, I was 100% Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
The film releases, of course, on the 30th of September. But before that, Sushant, there's one shot, in a way, apart from the helicopter shot, that defines Mahendra Singh Dhoni. The six that he hit to win the World Cup in 2011.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to play that entire sequence for me out. The bat is still somewhere around. We'll get the bat back. I want you to take the bat and play that entire sequence. You've got Yuvraj Singh. I'm Yuvraj Singh and I'm on the other end. Can I get a bat? Ah, there it is. So it's that last over against Sri Lanka in the 2011 World Cup final. And Dhoni's decided that he's going to finish the match with a 6. Take it over. A player in the team told me that that's the only day he saw Mahendra Singh Dhoni truly get emotional and he saw a tear in his eye in the dressing room. So do you cry in the film?
I do.
Do you cry in that last sequence? After you hit that winning shot, do you break down or?
I do. And there's another very, very important focal point right 3/4 into the film when I actually cry. And, well, that's the untold story, so please go and watch it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand to Sushant Singh Rajput, the man who's going to play Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Sushant? All right. Sushant, we loved you in Kai Pochi. You want him to dance? Well, but we loved you in Kai Pochi. We loved you in the film Shuddh Desi Romance. And I hope you cry with happiness in your new film. Thank you so much. Group Editorial Director Kali Puri to kindly come on the stage and give a token.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand for Sushant. Kali, can we have you give a gift of token for Sushant? We have a little gift of appreciation for you. Thank you so much for coming, Sushant. All the best.